We're going to be talking about employee safety, and with me is Anthony Kuria and Zipporah Kuria. So these are professionals in the field, and I just want to pose the first question to Anthony. First, what are some of the situations you've seen around that are compromising on people's safety? Could it be maybe in the retail sector or maybe corporate sector? Which sector have you seen a lot of people compromising their safety?
Right. One of the biggest areas where people are struggling to handle safety, especially during this COVID-19 situation, I've noticed is in the retail space, especially the supermarkets. Now, probably we've gone together in a number of these places. Probably you could tell us more. What have you noticed that employers could do or are doing that could help the employees not get into problems, regarding their own safety?
Thank you. I think one of the things that I've noticed, especially in the retail space, like you have well put it, is people are not keeping the social distance to start with, which compromises everyone's health.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've noticed, again, like in some supermarkets, you find employees actually greeting one another and having close contact.
Yeah.
And yet the government has actually given us regulations on how we need to behave during this season so that we stop the spread of COVID-19.
Yeah.
And one of the things that employers can do to help their employees is to sensitize them a little bit more.
Yes.
Besides just giving the sanitizers, the water, the soap, we need to sensitize employees more on the reason why they need to actually follow given guidelines. A few days ago, actually, the Gazette notice came out on the punitive measures the government will take if you're found actually violating some of these given guidelines.
Yes.
And the employees need to understand it's for their own safety. They are not doing this just for the employer, but their own safety and for the safety of the person next to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very correct. Now, speaking of the retail space, one of the things that employers could do, and I'm sure you and I have gone to a number of supermarkets, and some of them are doing it very well, is first put water and the soap at the entrance, and obviously measuring people's temperatures to make sure that the people walking in there at least are not having fever. And this has to be replenished, because one of the biggest mistakes that people are doing, especially business and enterprises out there, is we did this at the beginning. Now that time has gone on, people are struggling. You're thinking, I don't have time for the water, the soap, But keep at it. You have to keep at it as a business person. Putting the water there, replenishing the water and the fluid soap and all that. And then afterwards, as people enter, this I'm discussing from a supermarket point of view, there has to be social distancing so that the number of people inside the mall do not exceed a certain capacity. So there is the social distancing, people queuing and waiting to enter. And then once they enter, they have to be in masks. So if it's an employee, from an employee perspective, then employees have to be in masks. They obviously have to have sanitized properly. And when they are relating with one another, whether with the customers or with one another, the thought of social distancing has to be kept. Then there is the third thing on having strategic points within the supermarket where both customers and employees can keep sanitizing. You can have sanitizers in there.